Peace and love. I'm Rasheedah Sharif at RasheedahSharif.com. You can follow me on my website, RasheedahSharif.com. You can follow me on Instagram, Rasheedah Sharif Growing Sweet Trees. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rasheedah Sharif at Growing Sweet Trees. So I have a lot of different platforms out there you can follow me on because I have some good stuff. Yeah. I have 2 books that I've written, and I have lots of beautiful trees that I've created with my own hands. I want to talk about my books first. Okay? The first book I wrote was Don't Come Down from a Chinaberry Tree. Don't come down from the Chinaberry Tree. I said a Chinaberry tree, but it's the Chinaberry tree. This tree represents a safe place for me as that little girl sits there and she feels safe. And the reason that's important is because this book is filled with short stories and how I lived my life as a child, as a teenager. And it wasn't always that nice and always that good. So because it wasn't so good, I had to have a special place to go to. And that's what this Chinaberry tree represents. Okay? This is a first. This one is the second. This one is a sequel. This one is a sequel to this book right here. The first one, Don't Come Down from the Chinaberry Tree. This one is Somewhere in the Rainbow, my latest book. Again, Rose in the first book and Rose in the second book, which is me, one and the same. In this particular book, she's getting some much needed healing because she's talking with a therapist and sharing her trauma and her abuse and her addictions and all the things that she went through throughout her life, and in the hopes of healing. That's what it's all about. And not only is she conveying this to her therapist in the end gives her a roadmap to heal her broken spirit and to nurse her mental self as well, because all those things work together. And with those 2 things working together, her body will fall in place, of course. But anyway, this is Somewhere in a Rainbow. And in it is 3 sections, and it's all about the beginning, the middle, and taking it on out. Take it on through, okay? Now, I have some trees here, some beautiful trees. And they're called sweet trees. Sweet is an acronym for sun, water, earth, and air. This is a chakra tree. And what I mean by chakra, I mean energy. Okay, I want to keep it real. I want people to understand that all of these colors you have within yourself, the energy within yourself. When you need the energy of red, you breathe in red. And your spirit connects with it automatically. You don't have to say, I'm breathing in red. But once you start color meditating, spiritually, you'll know that your spiritual self will know that red is something that's needed when you want to exemplify strength and courage and to get something started and to not be afraid. Okay? So without even thinking about it, it just goes into that red mode, that grounding mode, that fearlessness mode as it relates to red. Now, when you meditate with the color, and you consciously know that's what you're doing, you get stronger because now you know. Now you have knowledge of the situation, of the colors, and so forth. And yeah, you get stronger. So you kind of know what you need when you need it before you even start doing it. So breathing in red and releasing the fear. Breathing in courage to go after what it is you need to go after, and breathing out the fear of thinking that it won't happen. Chakra trees are really good trees to have around. This is another tree. This one is on my website as well. This one is not on my website, but you can order it. You can custom order any chakra tree, okay? This one is on my website. This is purple on purple on purple, okay? Purple relates to wisdom. All emotions are out the window. And we done been through all the emotions of whatever it is we was trying to do or whatever decision we was trying to make. So now we are just basing it on wisdom because all those decisions created experiences, life experiences. So you get to a point in your life when you know that those emotions are like finished, and now you are a wiser person because of it and because of the experiences. So that's what this book is all about. So it's like that spiritual connection that you have, and you breathe in, and helps you to be a wiser person. Strive to be a wiser person. And if you don't have it yet, if you're not there yet, you need this. Yeah, you need the purple. Breathe it in. No, it doesn't have a scent, but you can get some body sprays. I do have some body sprays on my website. You can get your body spray and spray it on, and when you're breathing in the aroma and also the color, it enhances and creates a very spiritual connection with what you're doing. Okay? Now, I have a lotus here. This particular lotus is sculpted with silver wire, and it has blue aqua blue. A lotus is a symbol that represents purity of mind, body, and spirit. Okay? Just remember how the lotus forms its roots in the mud and evolves into something really beautiful. That's very significant to who we are and how we represent ourselves in life at times. Sometimes we don't evolve into something beautiful. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But the bottom line is that that's what this lotus represents, okay? Your evolution, your evolving into something wonderful as it relates to your mind, body, and spirit. And the color is color blue, represents communication. It's your voice. It's your voice. It's being able to express what it is you want to express in your own words and in your own way. That's what this book represents. It was my voice. It is my voice representing me in my own way. Okay? Now, I have other smaller trees on my website. This one is green and black. This one is chakras, but it's based on a different type of base, hand painted base, purple and silver. This green and black is really a tree of strength, a tree of getting the job done. Okay? Now, I have big specialty pieces on the website as well. I brought one out. This one is paradise. Look at that. Can you see that? Can you see this crystal quartz right here? Imagine yourself visualizing, grounding yourself, and understanding the significance of letting go. And here's your crystals also. Transparent, clear. It just represents leaving everything behind, going up to that little hut by way of this little makeshift bridge, and relaxing. And knowing that anything outside of you that's trying to enter you, you've left it behind. It's all gonna roll downhill. This is based on Malaysian driftwood. Look at that. And you see that green grass? Green represents prosperity and abundance. Okay? So, black wire, beautiful. Paradise. Who don't want to be in paradise every day? So, I have the beautiful trees, sweet trees. It's an acronym for sun, water, earth, and air. I have aroma body sprays on my website. And I also have my books on my website. My website is very simple, but yet elegant, and yet majestic and beautiful. In this book, there's a section 3. And in section 3, it talks about gems. Okay, I'm going to find a gem for you today. Gems, what are gems? Gems is something of value. They are something of value. So with this section that's labeled gems, you'll know that there's something of value. Not to say that there's nothing of value in the rest of the book, but the gems is like, whoa, that is home. And here's the gem for today. Do I need my glasses? Nah, I can do it out. Having someone to go to for help is a blessing for the giver and the receiver. Having someone come to you for help is a blessing for the receiver and the giver. Can you get with that? You need me to read it one more time? Okay, I will. Having someone to go to for help is a blessing for the giver and the receiver. Having someone come to you for help is a blessing for the receiver and the giver. So, it's in here. This is a very powerful book, very raw. Get it. Read it. Give me some feedback. I'm an entrepreneur, and before I was an entrepreneur, I was a baby, a thought. Anyway, before an entrepreneur, I consider myself a holistic artist because holistic artist connects everything, mind, body, and spirit. And that's who I am. My art, my writings, the colors, my voice, the way I express things, is holistic. Okay, it's holistic and it's a gift to me, so I give back to you. So it's just as much of a blessing for me to give as it is, hopefully, a blessing for you to receive. So give back to me and I'll give back to you. Okay, visit my website and start there. Get a tree from someone, for someone. Gift someone a tree. You don't want one for yourself, gift one to someone. Okay? Be surprised how wonderful they'll feel after receiving it. Purchase my book. Purchase my book. We don't have a lot of African American women authors out there that's talking about mental health matters, but I am. So, thank you for joining me. Visit me on my website, RasheedahSharif.com. Follow me on Instagram, Rasheedah Sharif at Growing Sweet Trees. What else? YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. And the best gift, aside from purchasing something, the best gift is to share my website, share my YouTube channel, encourage your friends to subscribe and to share. Peace and love. May this day continue to be wonderful for you. I am Rasheedah Sharif.